So, have you ever been walking down a trail or hiking a trail or biking along roadside and wondered what this plant is that you just saw or that you're looking at? One app that you can use to help you with that is iNaturalist. That's the topic of this video, is the introduction to the iNaturalist app. This app can be used to identify plants and many other things. This is just a very brief introductory video that we're going to talk about today. So just to kind of help you get started, there's much more information on the iNaturalist website about using the app as well. So, starting off, what is iNaturalist? iNaturalist is a phone app. You can get it on Apple or Android. They also have a website. You can upload sounds and images of various things on either one. The phone app is really nice because most people have a phone with them nowadays. So if you're walking down a trail and see something you're interested in, you can take a picture of that and work on identifying it or recording that for later on. It can be used to identify not only plants that we already talked about, but insects, birds, mosses, fungi, reptiles, amphibians, and mammals as well. It can be used to record and organize your findings. Maybe you also want to set up a project in there, so you're kind of recording things you find in your community versus things you're finding in other communities or parks that you visit. The app can also be used for learning. So if you're kind of wanting to learn to identify plants or insects, that type of thing, you can use this to help you identify those things and learn about them as well. You can upload images and sounds. Currently, they do not have anything set up that you can do videos at this time, but maybe that is something for the future that they will come up with. You can get feedback and verification on your observations from others. These include experts and other users. If you are familiar with a particular plant or something, you can even go in and help others verify what others are identifying that plant as well. It is easy to use, both the app and the website. And again, as mentioned earlier, you can upload into the app or the phone through the website, so either one will work. You can download the app on Google Play or in the Apple Store. Below are the icons that you may have seen if you've ever heard of iNaturalist, or if you want to look it up. That is the icons you'll see associated with the app in the website. So today we're going to talk about how to use this app. So the images and information I'm presenting in this short video today is based on the app from Google Play. The Apple Store app, I believe, is very similar now. They used to look a little different, but I think they have gotten very, very similar looking compared to where they were a couple years ago. There are more features and functions beyond what I'm talking about in this short video, so feel free to explore those too. This is just kind of intended to help you maybe get started and try out the app. You do also, once you download the app, you will need to set up an account. If you are a new user to iNaturalist, you are going to start at this screen. However, you will note that in my screen here, I have several different plants in this screen already. Yours, since it defaults to observations and you have not made any observations yet, you will not see anything. But when you open the iNaturalist app after you have set up your account, you are going to go down to this little circle with the plus, the green circle with the plus. That is going to allow you to add an observation. When you click on that circle to add an observation, you're going to get a little box that pops up. It gives you the option for no media, take photo. So if you're there at that time, you can take a photo of the plant you're looking at. You can choose an image, you can record a sound or choose a sound. Obviously the choose image, choose sound. If you took a picture or recorded a sound previously, you can do that. Otherwise, if you are actively at the site at that time, you can take a picture and record the sound in real time. Once you have chosen one of those, it will allow you, such as take a photo, it will allow you to use your camera to take a picture. I recommend taking several pictures, but once you have taken a picture or chosen an image, you are going to end up at this screen that talks about the edit observation. In this observation, I have added 2 pictures to the plant I want to identify. You will see that on this screen you have several options. If we start out with the pictures up on top, you can see there's the button. So if you take a picture or have chosen a picture, you can click that to take another picture or add another picture in. From there, once you have added all your pictures, you will go on to the What Did I See? Under there it says View Suggestions. If you click on that, it is going to take you to another screen that is going to give you suggestions, the best suggestions it can come up with. As you'll see in this case, it tells us that there is one that we're pretty sure it's in this genus. And then there are also other top suggestions listed below. When you are also out in the field, it will also tell you, like where it says Dame's Rocket, the one I just highlighted in blue, it says very similar. If there are more plants in the area of that species, it will also tell you found nearby as well. If you click on the plant, so for example, I clicked on Dame's Rocket, it will give you some pictures. It will open up another screen and give you some pictures and information. There is also a map down there that you can view where it's reported. So that kind of helps you to maybe pick out which one you think it is. One thing I should note, one nice thing about using iNaturalist, even if you are not sure what it is, you can do your best at identifying it. You can leave it as unknown species, and other people will work to identify it and say, yes, I agree, or no, it is actually this, that type of thing. But once you decide which one you want to choose, in this case, the Dame's Rocket is what this plant is. I'm going to choose that check mark that is off on the right that I just put the circle around, and that is my choice of identification for the plant. So the next screen, then it takes it back. You'll see that instead of, if I go back here, instead of it saying, what did you see? I now have Dame's Rocket in there. You can add notes in here, the date and time. That will automatically fill in if you are out in the field. As you'll see, there's this one here was just a practice one, so that's actually not the location of it. But it would, your phone, if you have GPS, will actually figure that out for you. The location visibility, that's the one thing I want to talk about in this screen. If you choose that, you can choose between open, obscured, or private. So if you're on your private property and don't want the location to be visible, you can mark that private. But in most cases, the location visibility will be open. Is it captive or cultivated? You can check that if it is something in somebody's yard or in a garden, because then it would be captive or cultivated. When you are done, you will choose the green circle on the bottom of your screen with the check mark to submit that observation. You can also, within the menu, choose the Explore option. If you choose the Explore option, you will be able to go in and see different species around the area that you are at as well. And then obviously there's projects and guides, some about and help in various settings in there as well, which I'm not going to go into in this short little brief video. Any questions or additional information? Again, I know this was really quick. You can see the link in the comments. I'll put the link to the iNaturalist website there. Feel free to send me a message or comment below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Or you can also email the general email address, invasivesedu@outlook.com, and I will get back to you as well as soon as I can. So I hope this is a quick, brief introduction to the iNaturalist app to help you get started identifying those plants.